Samhain is approaching. The days are getting shorter, the nights are getting longer and colder. Darkness and death is descending on the land. And at this time of Samhain, the veil between the worlds gets thinner and thinner. And portals open, and out of those portals, the mysterious ones can come and talk to us, connect with us humans. At Samhain, the goddess that arises, the goddess that is calling to us is Hecate. And Hecate has been calling to us for years and years. She calls to us with all the change, the wild change that's going on in this world, in our lives. The wild destruction that's going on in our life, but also the beauty and the goodness and how humans are arising to meet these challenges of these times. Because we're on the cusp, on the great turning. And in this cusp, we have a choice to make. We have a choice about how we're going to show up for life and the future we're going to create for ourselves and our children and our children's children. He's calling to us, saying that this is a power moment, and I need you to hear my voice. I need you to come to my crossroads at Samhain. And so be drawn by Hecate, be drawn by her voice, be drawn to her crossroads. And imagine, if you will, between the worlds, Hecate arises and she stands before you. She may come to you in her maiden form or her mother form, but most often Samhain she comes in her crone form with this wild silvery hair and these amethyst eyes that are so compelling, so fierce, and yet deeply loving. She sees you to your core, and she knows you have the potential to show up to what life is asking you of you right now, what the world is asking of you, what your personal life is asking you right now. So see Hecate in all of her glory. See her in all of her love and all of her power. And as she stands before you, she waves her hand, extends it out, and you see a path emerge. Because you are standing now at Hecate's crossroads. And this one path, it is beautiful and wild and overgrown. It's full of wild animals and green growing things and all the things that are juicy and wild about life. So take a moment to connect with that road. Just step on that path. And maybe you don't go out in the wild often. Maybe you don't connect to this wildness often. But right now, here, this crossroads is here for you to step onto. And maybe it takes you back to your childhood when you remembered the ways of the wild, when you remembered the ways of Hecate, and allow that to settle in you, allow that wildness to settle in you, allow that love and beauty to settle in you. And then Hecate extends her hand again, and another road appears that crosses paths with this wild road. And this road is paved over. It is gray, and it is lifeless, and it is cold, and on it is all of the horrors of this world, all of the sterility and banality of this world, all the things that the wild path is not. And this path is the path that our world has been on for a long, long time. It has been disconnected from the wild, and we've created a world where Hecate isn't present, where love doesn't inform how we live, how we create, how we treat each other. So step on that path. Maybe that path is more familiar to you. Maybe that path feels like the city you live in, or the life that you live, or the job, or the wounding that's inside of you. Just step on that path for a few moments. And allow yourself to feel the truth of this paved over reality that we've created. This lifeless reality, this reality that is disconnected from magic and mystery in the wild. Step on that path for a few minutes. And then here, Hecate again. It's time to choose. Do you choose this wild path, this path of love, this path of magic, or do you choose the paved over path of fear, of scarcity, of the desolation that you humans create in this world? What do you choose? Come to my crossroads. This is a power moment. What do you choose? So see yourself standing at that crossroads. See the two choices before you. You're Hecate again. You're not one thing or another. Your world is not one thing or another. You are made of this wildness. You are made of mystery and power. And you are also made of this desolation, of the wounding and of the world that you've created that isn't really connected to your humanity, which isn't connected to your goodness. But both are true right now. Both are part of your lived experience. Both are part of this world that you live in and share with all these other humans, with all these other creatures, with all of the magic. You live at my crossroads. You live connected to both of these paths. So I offer you a different choice, a third choice. And Hecate swirls the energy around you, and a new path appears, one path that blends both of these roads. And she tells you that this is my middle path. This is the path that holds all that is true. This is the path that holds what was, what is, and what can be. This is the path of many choices and many ways. And so in these turbulent times, in these great turning times, I invite you to step on this path, this middle path. I invite you to become big enough to hold it all, your joy and your wounding and the horror and the beauty of this world, the wildness and the deadness of this world and the world that you've created. Hold it all. Step on my middle path. Become big enough. And then choose love. Choose love. Love is what can help you connect to me and my magic. Love is what can help you be present on this middle road, be present to all that is true in your life in this world. And when you choose love and you choose my middle path, many changes will come. Because you will see the truth of this moment. You will see the challenges of this moment. You will see the beauty of this moment. And you will see inside of yourself what you need to do to accept all that is, to love all that is, and to accept and bring goodness into this world, to bring love into this world, to bring your best into this world. But you cannot do that until you step on my middle path. You cannot do that until you know of these two paths, this path of wildness and love, and this path of death and desolation and fear. Both are true in your life, in this world. So that is my invitation to you at this Samhain. When you come to my crossroads, you may step on both of these paths. You may step and remember who you are and what you've lived and what the world has created right now, all the truths that are here and present right now. And if you come to me, I will open my mysteries to you. I will open my love to you. I will open my middle path to you. And if you step on this path, I will tell you and choose love, you will find your way. You will find your way into the best version of you. You will find your way to bring what you have to offer in these great turning times. You will find the courage and the love and the passion and the tools and the skills and the community to make a new world, to make a better world, to make a kinder world, to make a more just world. And in all of this, in my middle path, you can hold everything that is present right now. You can become big enough. You can become love. And you can make a new life and a new world. And in the wildness of these times and in the turbulence of these times, this is my gift to you. This is my invitation to you. This is the opportunity and the wonder of this time. Because it's not a time of death and destruction, but of hope and rebirth that comes from truth, that comes from love, that comes from my middle path. So take a moment and see where this lands in you. Step onto Hecate's middle path. Hear this call. Hear everything that she has said at this time of Samhain. Hear the invitation and the opportunity. And settle your feet. And ask yourself, what do you choose? Do you choose Hecate's middle path? Do you choose love over fear? Do you choose to show up to this opportunity, this challenge? Do you choose to become something new, to be reborn again, to be born out of the wildness of this time, of the turbulence of this time, and to be part of a new and better and kinder world? So now just imagine that this vision crumbles into dust, and that Hecate goes back into her portal between the worlds. And here you are your feet on the ground, present in your now life, present in this now moment. But Hecate's truth and Hecate's invitation and Hecate's call has landed somewhere in you. You now know of her middle path. You now know that now is a time to choose love over fear. You now know that now is a time to show up with all that you have to offer. This is a power moment. Hecate is calling you. Don't go back to sleep. Don't go back to your old. Don't go back to fear. This world needs you. Hecate needs you. Everybody that's in your life right now needs you. Show up. It's a power moment. It's an opportunity to be reborn again. So I offer you the story of Hecate. I offer you this vision of her crossroads as you step into your own Samhain celebrations. If I meet you at these crossroads, I choose the middle path. I choose love over fear. And I invite you to join me, to join Hecate, to join so many others that are finding our way in these turbulent times, that are saying yes to love, that are saying yes to Hecate's middle path and heeding her call. Samhain blessings to you from Hecate, from Karen, and from the path of She. Blessed be.
To delve deeper into Hecate's crossroads mysteries and the powerful soul lessons that the goddess offers throughout the year, get the Path of She Book of Sabbats, a journey of soul across the seasons. Click on the link below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my Path of She channel for more goddess wisdom teachings.